If the child does not know how to sit still and we haven't trained them in how to use their brain to read deeply, it will be hard to really help them process their faith through the word. Here's the thing. Christianity has been revealed as that we are people of the book. Mm-hmm. We are not people of the television. We are not people of the screen. We are people of the book. And so if we do not focus our educational efforts to create strong readers, it becomes very challenging for our children to really understand the depths of our faith. Jesus revealed himself as the Word, as the Logos of God. And so we have to do our due diligence in navigating the world of screens, because if we condition our children to only take in information through screens, and we don't help their neural pathways in their brain begin to form according to words and develop strong readers. See, if a child is a strong reader, they can teach themselves anything. But if all they know how to do is process the world through screens, it will be very difficult for them to really ingest the word. Mm-hmm. So part of being a Christian, in my opinion, and the opinions expressed by me are not necessarily those of Monique and Elizabeth, but in my opinion and in my experience on the other side of parenting, if the child does not know how to sit still and we haven't trained them in how to use their brain to read deeply, it will be hard to really help them process their faith through the word. I don't know, Elizabeth, if you have any thoughts about that or if you think I'm off.
I want to give a long, slow clap to that. I think you're spot on with that. And I know that that is so challenging to do when screens are everywhere and they can make it seem so easy. But I've even seen this with my nephews and my nieces, that my sister-in-law, she has been so diligent in not allowing her children to see any screens until they're at least 2. And then they're allowed maybe 10 to 15 minutes a day, but she reads to them all the time. And my 2 nephews are so active and they constantly have to be moving and jumping and throwing and, just engaged in some activity. But the minute you open up a book, it's amazing. They could be wrestling on the floor. And if you just open up a book and start to read, all of a sudden they get quiet. They come next to you, they snuggle up on the couch. And my nephews can listen to reading. Even when they were 3 and 2 years old, they could listen to someone reading for over a half hour. And it's just amazing what can happen. And I just want to echo what you said, Krista, that if we want to equip our kids to be readers of the word, we have to make sure that we are developing in them the capacity to read. And just from a brain chemistry perspective, it has to be that screen time is limited and it has to be that we're engaging them in reading daily. So just want to say amen to everything you said, Krista.
I hear you, but I feel like there's a parent somewhere out there who is like, but the iPad is really helpful when I need to make dinner. Or, the TV does become like a babysitter and it might be out of, a parent's necessity, whatever they deem as necessity.
I completely understand if a parent is feeling that way. And if your child is used to that, it takes a lot of retraining of the brain. But if you go to your local library, there's things called playaways, which are books on MP3. And if you just get a whole bunch of playaways and then you go and get the accompanying book, your child, instead of being on the iPad, just put in the earphones, start the playaway and give them the book. And then they're still listening and they can follow along in the book with the pictures. And it might take a little while of retraining of their brain, but that can still be a help for you, while you're making dinner or, when they wake up from nap time. That's a really great and healthy alternative.